Hey guys, let's get more news about Lakers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Anthony Davis loses voice as LeBron James-less Lakers lose to Warriors. Without LeBron James, and the full capacity of Anthony Davis's voice, the Los Angeles Lakers couldn't keep up with Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors at the Chase Center on Thursday night. The Lakers, who entered the All-Star break on a 3-game winning streak, were outshot, outmaneuvered, and out-hustled by the zippy Warriors. The 128-110 result moved Golden State, 28-26, to within 0.5 games of Los Angeles, 30-27, for the number 9 spot in the Western Conference playoff race. First game back, no excuse, but obviously we weren't as sharp as we wanted to be, said D'Angelo Russell, who came out cold on his way to 18 points on 6 of 15 shooting. Wasn't as sharp as we were before the break. It's expected. We'll be all right. As foreshadowed by his comments over All-Star Weekend and his absence from practice on Wednesday, LeBron missed the first leg of the Lakers back-to-back due to ankle treatment. Hem said LeBron's ankle will be a day-to-day thing to monitor, but in all likelihood, he should be out there on Friday when the Lakers welcome Victor Wembanyama and the San Antonio Spurs to Crypto.com Arena. The LeBron-less Lakers were never going to hang with the Warriors without a competitive showing from three-point range. Instead, Golden State splashed 16 of 41, 39%, from downtown, while the Lakers shot 10 of 35, 28.6%. Curry repeatedly bamboozled Lakers defenders with his movement and sniping. Steph finished with 32 points, 16 in the first quarter, and 8 assists on 12 of 24 shooting, 6 of 13 from beyond the arc. You just tip your hat, said Austin Reeves, 16 points, 7 of 11 shooting, who shared the brunt of the Curry chasing, along with Max Christie, back from an ankle injury. Really good team that plays the game the right way. They play with continuity, movement. You know that going into the game, but still tough to guard. All game, the Lakers were a step slow, kind of fell asleep, per ham, on rotations, reactions, and 50-50 balls. Hem called the Warriors the more scrappy group, though he pinned a portion of the mistakes on Davis's vocal issues, which apparently prevented the All-Star center, who had 27 points and 15 rebounds, from speaking to reporters post-game. We had a couple breakdowns off the ball, said Ham. Just felt like they made some energy plays. This is a time that puts pressure on you to give multiple efforts, constantly. The Warriors closed the first half on a 17-5 run and never looked back. Ham thought the Lakers shored up their on-ball coverage out of the locker room, but their off-ball defense suffered. The Lakers, still down Cam Reddish, Gabe Vincent, and Jared Vanderbilt, felt the absence of Christian Wood, out at least 2 weeks with a knee injury. When Davis sat, the Lakers surrendered a stream of easy buckets, evidenced by rookie Tracy Jackson Davis's 17 points on 8 of 10 shooting in 15 minutes off the bench. In general, the Lakers' defensive execution is heavily reliant on the intelligence of Davis and LeBron, and the information they loudly convey throughout a possession from the backline. A humming Warriors group powered by a dialed-in Steph may be the worst possible matchup for the Lakers on a night in which neither star can communicate in their usual manner. It's one of those games, coming out of the break, it's gonna be tough playing against a team like this, said Ham. Got another one, tomorrow. Gotta win the recovery game. Gotta fill our cups back up. Get better. Until then, fill up a few cups of chamomile for Anthony Davis. Lakers LeBron James caught shaking head after what Jackson Hayes just did versus Warriors. LeBron James caught some flack for his controversial decision to play in the 2024 NBA All-Star Game after missing the Los Angeles Lakers' last game before the break. He logged 14 minutes and apparently further aggravated his ankle injury, leaving him on the bench for Thursday's road game versus the Golden State Warriors. He still looks locked in on the action, however, judging by his latest reaction. Backup center Jackson Hayes commanded James' full attention when he hammered home an emphatic dunk off a nice pick-and-roll early in the second quarter. The NBA's all-time scoring leader did not even have to utter a word to effectively depict the moment, via Lakers Daily. Unfortunately, Hayes' jam did not propel the Lakers to a sustained lead in the Chase Center. The Warriors are up double digits, with the sensational Stephen Curry setting the tone with 32 points at time of print. Underrated rookie Tracy Jackson-Davis has added 13 off the bench. Anthony Davis is doing everything in his power to keep LA in this game, 23 points, 13 rebounds, and 3 blocks, but he can't do it alone. The other guys are often discussed as being the X-factors for this team, with the burden usually falling on Austin Reeves and D'Angelo Russell to supply a strong secondary scoring punch. Players like Rui Hachimura, newcomer Spencer Dinwiddie, and Jackson Hayes have to do their part too, though. Ideally, a couple of them will give LeBron James another reason to be fired up from the sidelines. Otherwise, there might be a different type of head shake at the end of this road contest. Trade option for Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic gave a very different interview, so trade options began to appear in several rumors. It is worth remembering that, in the 2021-22 season, the Mavericks went to the West Finals and only stopped at the Golden State Warriors. And it was for a team that won its 4th title in 8 years. So, as Dallas did so well, the Slovenian appeared as the favorite for the MVP this year. According to the bookmakers, no one beat him. But in the last edition of the race for the MVP, he was only 5th. Shortly after the Kyrie Irving trade, some journalists speculated about Doncic's patience with the franchise. That's because the Mavs needed big-box players, especially good rim defenders. Then, Irving arrived to share the offensive responsibility, the opposite of what was necessary. Now, there is a real chance he will ask for a trade. It couldn't be missed, right? It is obvious that the Lakers would be one of the options to trade for Luka Doncic. But in the case of the Los Angeles team, a lot of things need to be evaluated. Who would Moss accept from there, LeBron James, Anthony Davis? It is good to remember that the two will enter the final year of their contract in 2023-24 and, after that, the option is theirs. In other words, the two can leave the current agreement and would be free agents. So, the thing would be to target LeBron. His salary is very high. Next season, he will receive $46.7 million. For each other, it would never happen. Therefore, remembering that rule that, if you want Doncic, you have to take Bertans, the Lakers would have to send more players. The issue is that it doesn't have much to offer to beat salaries. Of course, it could make sense due to James returning to play alongside Kyrie Irving. But for that to happen, he would need to give up his veto on exchanges. I don't think there would be a big problem here. Pure guesswork. James is 38 years old, so the Mavs wouldn't have much time left at his best. How many seasons are left in the tank? 2, 3? Furthermore, he would play alongside Irving, who would have to extend his contract. On the other hand, I would receive Jared Vanderbilt, who makes all the difference on defense, while Malik Beasley is a three-point shooter. So, the Mavericks would be left with Kyrie Irving, Jaden Hardy, Josh Green, LeBron James, Jared Vanderbilt and Maxi Kleber, Christian Wood, if extended. Meanwhile, the Lakers would have Luka Doncic, D'Angelo Russell, after extension, Austin Reeves, after extension, Rui Hachimura and Anthony Davis. And you, fan, what do you think of the situation about Luka Doncic? Leave your opinion in the comments.